Can we replicate Man City, the way Pep plays, as close as possible in game? Let's give it a go. Welcome in, folks. Hope you're well. Really looking forward to this one today. It's my first real replication of a team from present day, and I can't wait to do it. If you don't know, Man City are my team. I do apologise if you're a fan of a different team, but we're looking forward to this, and this is the way that we're going to approach it. So the Man City way is the first part. How does Pep play? What does he like his team to do? We're then going to cover positions and roles in the formation. Key ones, key players. Following on from that, we're going to go to the key player instructions in the tactic. What we're going to ask certain players to do, and what player instructions we're going to leave out for some positions. We're just going to leave them and let them play. And then we'll play the season out. I'm going to play the whole season. I'm not going to sim it. That's very important. I'm not going to sim the season. I'm actually going to play the game and play the full season. And we'll review it. We'll see how it played and if it worked. Okay, so here's the Man City squad. And as you well know, it is packed with quality. So very importantly, because I am playing this season out, we will not be making any transfers. We'll be working with the squad that Pep had. So it's going to be an accurate replication in that way. So when it comes to building the tactic, we need to think about the Man City way, the way Pep have got them playing. Now, I'm very aware that he's got more than one way of playing. For example, he occasionally plays 3 at the back, 4 at the back. I'm going to concentrate on one style today, and it's going to be the 4 at the back, the 4-3-3 system. Now, this season, he has very rarely used a traditional striker, often favouring a false 9, and we're going to bring that in. So you may call it strikerless. It will not look strikerless on the next screen, the formation setup, but I can assure you that using a false 9, it is strikerless. Right, as far as team shape going, this is the shape I'm going for. So I'm going for my flat 4. We'll get to the rules and positions and player instructions shortly. But we're going for the flat 4. We're going for the 3 in midfield with a base pivot, and we're going for the 3 more advanced players with the false 9 as the main striking focal point. I say striking focal point, he's a false 9. He's going to drop off all the time. What I'm expecting is, I'm expecting more goals from other positions than the false 9. Largely from the inside forward on one side, and probably from one of the 2 central midfielders as well. Let's get on to the game and see how it looks in game. You go ahead and be... Right, crew, this is the way I've got my 4-3-3 set up. This is my take on it. It may not be yours, that's totally fine, but this is what I'm going with. Starting from the back, sweeper keeper on attack. Wouldn't recommend you use this much, but we're going to use it because we know Man City's keeper Edison has the ability to use it. The sweeper keeper's going to stand more on the edge of the box. He's going to use his ability to ping balls out as well, which is what Edison is amazing at. Now the back 4, again, this can be opinionated. I've got my fullbacks set to fullback attack. I didn't want them on wing back attack because when I watch City, quite often they don't always go to the baseline, the touchline like wing backs on attack will. They will have a bit more license to play balls infield. That's why we've gone with fullback on attack. I haven't used an inverted wing back on this occasion. He does do that now and again. But I've noticed recently he's used Walker and Zinchenko more as out and out fullbacks rather than coming inside all the time. So for this replication, I'm going to use traditional fullbacks on attack. Midfield 3, very interesting. We've got our cover midfielder there. He's going to help out the 2 central defenders because my fullbacks are very attacking. Now these positions are interesting. We've got an advanced playmaker who's obviously going to pop into these holes there, play the ball about. And I've gone with central midfielder on attack. And there's a reason for that, because the player I'm going to use there is going to have his own set of instructions to get the best out of him. Inside forward on one side, inverted wing on the other, and there's our false 9. Let's have a look. My chosen starting 11 in these roles. Right, the team. And it's not easy for City, is it? It's not easy because they've got so many options. But we'll start with this, but there's going to be so much rotation. For example, when Aguero's back, he will likely come in there. Foden may go there, like he has done in real life. Mahrez will rotate with Silva. Gundogan will come in here. Fernandinho and Rodri can swap over. Mendy, Zinchenko, Cancelo, Walker, and you've got Laporte as well. But I'll start with this and we'll see how it goes. I like the players in them roles, and we'll get to player instructions and team instructions next. You go ahead and be whatever. What you will notice is the team instructions are pretty light. You'll see a lot of formations with scrolls and scrolls of team instructions, but we've got the players here that are good enough to let them play. We're just going to have a few simple team instructions to help me replicate City. So in possession, we play out defence, we work ball into the box, remain patient, and we'll stretch the pitch. That's it. In transition, we'll give it to the centre-backs more often than not. We'll do it quickly, and we'll counter-press. City tend not to counter straight away. They tend to win the ball back, and then go back to their patient probing style. Out of possession, they have a much higher line of engagement. They press the opposition really high, combine it with a higher defensive line, more urgent pressing. That's the way we're going to work it. There's not too many team instructions. Player instructions, again, there's not too many. Just some key roles. I've been given a few little ones. The first one, because we are playing in inside forward and an inverted winger, my two fullbacks are going to be guys stretching the pitch. So both fullbacks are on stay wider. Now, if you're a smaller team, you're not a team as dominant as Man City, asking your fullbacks to stay wider might not be the best thing in defensive situations. But for us, because we're going to be possession hungry, I want them boys stretching the pitch. So those both are on stay wider. Rodri has none. Now, these two in here are the main ones. So I've got an advanced playmaker. It's either going to be Foden or Gundogan. What he's got is roam from position. I want him to go wherever he wants. When we've got the ball, I want him to find the gaps and exploit them. De Bruyne. This position, now a lot of people will be surprised that I've put De Bruyne on a central midfield role. A pretty generic role in the game. But the reason for that is, as we click on De Bruyne, look at his stats. They're absolutely out of this world. He's going to be able to do whatever he wants, and I want him to. I don't want to pigeonhole him into a Mazzala role, forcing him to go over here, or a deep line playmaker where he can't get himself forward. I'm just going to put him on central midfielder on attack so he can do all of it. He's got the mentals to decide for himself, but I do want him to take more risks. You're going to ask him to shoot more often because his long shots are out of this world, and again, he's roaming from position, so he's not stuck in this role. He can go wherever he wants and do what he does best. Those two, very important. The only other one is my inverted winger. I'm just asking him to start wider. With an inverted winger, they will always come inside, but you can ask him to stay wider as a start position and then to move in. That's the player instructions. Right then, team setup, happy with it. Happy with the instructions, the formation, all of it. A little note on little things like opposition instructions. I'm going to use them only against the bigger teams, such as your Liverpool's, Champions League games, stuff like that. Against teams that City should beat, I'm going to let the tactic do its own thing. Let's get into it. Right, we've played the season out. I really enjoyed it. I played the season through, so it took a while. So I'm sorry about the length of time this video took to come out, but I think it was worth it. Now, results-wise, we'll get on to how the team performed in a minute, but there were some massive standout results, such as these two against Liverpool. Now, anyone who's played first season of FM against Liverpool knows how OP they are, so those results are massively impressive. There's a unreal result against Chelsea there, and in the Champions League, how about that against Juventus? There's a lot more. Let's get into more detail now.
Nice icy lemonade would be just right.
Right, season done and dusted, and you can see it was a pretty damn good one for the boys. Premier Division, they won it. They only lost 3 games. I'll go into a bit more detail on it in a minute. Champions League, they won the Champions League. Got knocked out of the FA Cup by Sheffield United on penalties, and they were runners-up in the Carabao Cup. So they nearly got the treble that Man City are searching for in real life. Bit of a result there. There's the table in a bit more detail. So 38 games, they won 30 of them. Huge winning percentage. Draw 5, lost 3, scored a massive 96 goals, only conceded 25, and finished with a total 95 points with a plus 71 goal difference. The tactic worked perfectly for this Man City team. Now here's a great example of this 4-3-3 false 9 system in full flow. You can see that I've highlighted Gabriel Jesus. He's my false 9, dropping back to start the move off. As we play it on, Ilkay Gundogan there, he's the advanced playmaker. In front of him, who have you got? You've got Mahrez playing as the inverted winger. You've got Bernardo Silva on this occasion playing as a central midfielder on attack. And down here you have Raheem Sterling, the inside forward, playing it on. The advanced playmaker is able to pick the pass to Mahrez, knocks it into Bernardo Silva, who finishes it off. I can't emphasise enough how fluid this system was. The two central midfielders with roaming from position really helped. Interacting with the inside forward and the inverted winger and the false nine, these 5 players moved all over the place, causing huge problems for the opposition. Raheem Sterling, he ended up with 32 goals for the season. Kevin De Bruyne, 19 goals for the season with 13 assists. Bernardo Silva, 15 goals for the season with 21 assists. Phil Foden, although not a regular and rotating with Gundogan, 6 goals and 19 assists. Aguero in the false 9 role, 22 goals and 9 assists. And Zinchenko from left back, full season for Zinchenko, 10 assists. But one of my favourite goals and assists was using the role I highlighted right at the start of this video. This young man here, Ederson, remember we put him on sweeper keeper, on attack. Ederson grabs the ball there, he's on attack, check what he does, he has a look around, absolutely pings it to Ferran Torres there, just like he has been doing in real life. Ferran Torres then drives into the box, supplies the bullets for Bernardo Silva to finish off. So it's a hugely successful all-round season. We ended up playing 59 games in all competitions, winning 43, drawing 10, losing 6, including a couple of penalty defeats. Scored a massive 144 goals, conceding 48. Club goal difference of 96, win percentage of 72%. Now I absolutely love doing that video. It's the first time, believe it or not, that I've ever used Man City on Football Manager, even though they are my club. And that formation for me is pretty much as close as I can get to the way they're playing in real life. So really enjoyed it. If you'd like to use that tactic, it is down below in the description. Now obviously you may have your own opinion on what roles or players should have been used, but for me I'm really happy with the way that one played out. If you'd like to see another replication, please let me know in the comments below. I'll give it a go. Could it be Real Madrid or PSG? Let's try it.